Hey, yo, everyone. It's Fran and Meg, your favorite Deep Convos hosts. We're back for another extra episode. And in this bonus episode, we're going to answer the same exact fucking questions that Mo, Meg's husband, and
Fucking question.
Jack, my friend slash roommate, answered, which is questions that women are too afraid to ask men, according to Google. But we're going to answer them as women, pretending that guys are asking them. So we're just going to answer the same exact question. So if you want to go back and listen to episode 14 first, go right ahead and then come back to this one. Without further ado, are you ready? Remember, these are gut from the gut, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Number 1. Would you take a man back if he cheated?
Gut says no, but gut also says explore further, look at the context. You know, like everyone fucks up. I mean, cheating is really bad, but like I've fucked up before. So
I agree. Context depends on context.
yeah.
My gut is saying I would be super hurt. I would be tempted to just not take them back. But if it was a relationship, as we discussed, that we put a lot of effort in, there's a lot at stake. Maybe we have kids, etc. Like I would want to work through it first.
Yep.
What do you think about going to the strip club?
No. I mean, if I'm single, yeah. But I've been in a committed relationship basically my entire 20s, basically. So that's just never even been a thought if you think about it.
I mean, I've been the opposite, and I've been mostly single. So you would think I would be like, yeah, but I'm not. I don't really feel the urge to go to those places, just because I don't need to. I'm not trying to be cocky here, but like, if I really wanted to have some lovin', just do it the other way. Do it.
Yeah.
But also, like, I'm not gonna say no if my friends really wanted to go. Yeah, I don't see a problem with it. Like, but no, I wouldn't do it as a bachelor. Like if I were getting married, I wouldn't do it.
So basically, like if you're single, go for it. Like
yeah, I
totally
respect
fine.
it. I respect it.
You're helping the workers there. You're
respect the workers there. Yeah. Okay, number 3. How do you feel walking around with your man while he's looking extra good and gals are staring?
I mean, I'm in the beginning. I honestly, like, to be real with you guys, I was very insecure about that, like because like I think Mo's pretty hot, you know. So, but as I said, like I've been working a lot on myself, and I have been like my entire 20s, and that's a specific relationship thing I'm working on, is being accepting of that and like accepting of how humans are biologically, accepting the fact that yes, me and Mo are married, but like he's going to be attracted to other women because there's lots of hot women out there, and same here, like I'm going to be attracted to other dudes and have found other dudes attractive. The important thing for me is what me and Mo committed to, the fact that I know, you know, he's not going to act on it, and that's all I care about really, and I'm not going to act on it. You know, I'm not, and by act doesn't have to be sex, but he's not going to text that other person. He's not going to like do anything behind my back. That attraction, yes, that's natural to be there, and I'm not going to deny that or suppress him of that. He's allowed to be a biological human, you know. Yeah, so that's my answer to that. Like from my particular situation, I've struggled with the jealousy thing. I still struggle with jealousy. But that's what I'm trying to work on, and I feel like all relationships should be that way, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good answer. Like I feel like I would also be I've also been working on myself in my 20s. So I mean, I feel like I would be a little jealous, but and a little bit insecure, like that old me is going to come in. Like I don't think I could ever get rid of that person because she's such a part of me, you know, that like child, that little insecure child. But like but because I've been working on it, I can learn to like manage that thought or like live with it and be like, what is that really telling you? So I think it would initially be that, but then I would be like, if it's a type of relationship where you both really are secure in each other and you both really love each other and you trust, I think you mentioned it, trust in the other episode. If you really trust each other, I think that would be, I would be fine. So yeah. Okay, next one. So the next question that we had asked the guys are, do you ever pee sitting down? So I'm going to ask you, do you ever pee standing up?
It doesn't work anatomically, so
It does.
probably like
It
when I
just
was drunk, like I've tried to.
okay. I peed.
Like,
Well, do we count squatting as standing up?
no, that's not the same thing. That's squatting.
Okay. Well, I know, but we're not on our butts, I guess. Okay.
And
Do you ever pee not sitting down? I guess I should rephrase. Do you ever pee not sitting down?
I think it's only been squatting. I did like find this device on Amazon that allows girls to pee like a guy, and it's like a funnel type thing. And
I've seen it. I've seen it.
I was
Yeah.
actually gonna buy it before I went to Morocco, but I didn't.
I
I
don't
was
know. I
intrigued by
like
it
the
though.
idea of it, but using it in public is probably like a little bit
Yeah, but it's
embarrassing.
designed to be like small enough to be in your purse, and then like if you needed to like go pee in a bush, but it's still pretty open area, like you can be like a guy and have that convenience that a guy has of. So I
Oh,
can see the
okay.
use of it because it's pretty small and it allows you to not like take your shorts or your dress all the way down. Allows
Okay.
you to literally be like a guy. So like that thing actually got good reviews on Amazon. So
Oh, wow.
I was
Okay.
intrigued by it, but
Okay.
I didn't get it.
We should do like you know how the BuzzFeed has the try guys? They try random
Yeah, we
shit.
should do that.
You should just try a product.
Like we should save that for our the vlogs that me and Mo will start up again.
Oh yeah, and then we try just
But we're
random
not going to
shit.
film ourselves peeing, but we can like
Yeah,
do
we're
some
gonna give
legit.
a review and show the product, you know.
Yeah.
I've squatted many times having to pee in both bushes and alleys.
Just
Like,
okay, sorry. I'm imagining this like a job interview and I ask you about like your experiences.
I
And
mean,
that's your response.
there
Yeah.
I've told that to some people that I've had to like pee like in an alleyway or like because like I wasn't near my house yet and I needed to piss and there was no places open. It was like 2 a.m. And some
Mm.
people responded with like a disgusted face. And I'm like, what, do you want me to pee in my pants? Because is that less disgusting for you? Like, I don't understand that. But I just got so mad when people react like that. But like, yeah, sometimes we have to pee not sitting down because like we just have to, you know, like there's no public restrooms open. You're like what, like 20-minute walk away from your house. Like, what are you gonna do? I mean, yeah, it's happened where I thought I was close enough that I was like, I can hold it till I get there, and then I peed my pants right outside my door. Like,
Aw.
I know. So you just gotta do what you gotta do, dude. Um, okay, the next one. Is it possible for men to get out of your friend zone?
Into like a romantic
Mm-hmm.
relationship.
Yeah.
Um
You remember this is a gut
I think
answer.
yes. Because I really do believe that like things and everything can grow on you. Like things, people, and experiences. Like people who you initially would write off have everything has potential to be something for you if you give it time and proximity. You know, so like
Mm.
I'm trying to think. I guess like with my ex, we were definitely friends first, you know, but because we were so proximal all the time and but that's the thing, it's like
I think friend
you
zone
still need
is
to have that spark
that's what I'm saying.
though.
I think friend zone is a very specific area that's different from just friends. Like I have
Okay, like
guy friends
you
who
don't
are
reciprocate.
right. Like I have guy friends who are not in the friend zone. They're just friends. Like I didn't put
Mm,
them in the friend zone. Friend zone implies they were interested in you, but then you put them in the friend zone. That's what
mm.
that implies. Can they ever get out of that space?
Okay, so is no, just because historically, like I have basically cut those off like immediately.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and like I'm the kind of person once I've made up my mind, I there's really like no talking me out of it.
Uh-huh.
And to me it's kind of a little disrespectful if they continue to try to convince you like or whatever. To me it's like okay, like I already made my decision, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Um my gut is saying no, just because there's a reason you put them there. I don't think time is
On the
gonna.
shelf.
No, but it sounds really shitty, but like usually when I've put people in the friend zone, it's because I just did not feel towards them any romantic or sexual feelings, like attraction. And if I didn't feel that the whole time we were friends and knew each other, what would change? Like the reason they're interested in me is because I'm sure we're spending time together. There's proximity there. So the only thing that would, there's nothing that would change that would make me go, oh, actually, um,
Mm-hmm.
you are now someone I'm attracted to. Like, so that's such a biological thing that you can't
Mm-hmm.
make yourself like someone. Um, but I'm
Yeah.
aware that people put other people on the friend zone for other reasons. Like maybe you are attracted, but they're just you think they're like bad news bears. I don't know. Maybe there's there's a different reason. Um, but for
Mm-hmm.
me, I don't think so. So, um, what is the biggest deal breaker for women?
For me, it's more internal stuff like personality traits and values. Those are like the big deal breakers for me. I mean, I obviously have preferences physically, but I especially with physical, I believe that can definitely, well, okay, not everything can be changed. Like if you're born with it, but like I don't know, like if you're not in the best shape, like I do prefer guys who are in good shape, but you can easily like change that about yourself if you commit to it, like to eating, being healthy, going to the gym,
Right.
whatever.
Like if you see that they're willing to like take care of themselves and
Yeah,
maybe it's just a temporary
yeah.
like
And then
whatever.
there we're hitting back on like the internal stuff, like your values and like your personality. Like are you that kind of ambitious person? You know, are you resilient? Like are you assertive? Those are things that I tend to go for in guys. Like do you know what you want? Um
Yeah.
for me, like turnoffs are like passive people, people who aren't strong in themselves and in their beliefs, people who are rude and disrespectful, not intelligent, no sense of humor, basically like the human equivalent of a doormat or paint and drying
Yeah.
on a wall. I really don't want to be around, not even just guys, like any of those people. I don't even look for those people or desire to be around those people in my friend groups because it's a drain on my energy and the high vibration that I go for. So really the guy that I'm with, it's really important for me that they have those traits, you know?
Yeah.
Um yeah.
Um, I I agree. I think for me, besides being a Trump supporter, uh, I mean, besides being a Trump supporter or like, I mean, there's so many things. If you like don't care about, like, if you're, I'm trying to think of specific things, but okay, let's go back to what you were saying about traits. Like, uh, traits, like, yeah, if you don't have a sense of humor, for example, I think we talked about this already. If you don't have a sense of humor at all, like, I don't know if I can, or even if you do have a sense of humor, but then you don't think anything I think is funny, like that's
Like
not
not
to say,
compatible.
right? Like that's not to say you're a bad, you just are a horrible person. It's just that our humor doesn't, yeah, like you say, what's the,
Compatible.
yeah, what's the verb form? Compete, compat.
Doesn't
But
mesh.
yeah, like that's not, yeah, it's just we're not compatible. So we can't like, it's a deal breaker in the sense that we can try, but it's not going to go anywhere because like we don't think the same things are funny.
Mm-hmm.
And like, yeah, what you said about values, like I value the arts a lot. I value like acting for me, or like just being up to date on like culture and like, and if you are a musician and like you really value music, for example, I probably would mesh with you. But if you don't like that, if you're more of like a, yeah, I don't really like music and movies, I prefer like, I don't know, insert something else here. I don't know what else you would prefer besides those.
Baseball.
Baseball. Then I'm like, I don't know, that's great for you, but like, I don't know, I don't think I can do that. So stuff like that. But yeah, basic human rights stuff. Like if you don't agree with the like people, women being able to have abortions accessibly, that for example, deal
Mm-hmm.
breaker. Yeah, those are a no brainer for me.
Yeah.
What would you do? Okay, what would you do if a woman bled in your bed? Which we can't really reverse, but I guess you started talking about this before in the sense of like, you said you don't prefer
Yeah, I don't.
to having sex on your period, but what would you do if you were just sleeping over at, if say you're not married and you're just sleeping over? and you accidentally bled a lot on his
That actually happened, like
Oh,
with someone
really?
I was hooking up with in the past, and they actually like took it well. They're like, it's no
Wait, do I know
problem.
them?
I'll tell you offline. I think so. I think I've told you about this person. But yeah, like that was my only experience like accidentally doing it. I wasn't in like a serious relationship with this person. It was purely a hookup. But yeah, they
Okay.
were totally chill with it. And I was like, ugh. Otherwise I was
That's
mortified
great.
because as I said, like with my ex, like I know he didn't like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I accidentally like left like a drop on the toilet seat one time and like he didn't like it,
Yeah.
you know? So like
Dude, just wipe it. Um,
um
wow, that was really mature of that other person though.
yeah. But I'll tell you more offline.
Okay, fine.
Because I feel like there's a reason why, but I will tell
Okay.
you offline.
Okay, cool. But I'm just like the fact that our reaction towards someone who just acts the bare minimum respectful towards women and we're like, wow, how mature, is like just saying something about the status of our how men are
Mm-hmm.
raised today and how everyone's raised.
Mm-hmm.
It's really interesting. What else did we ask them?
Uh,
That's
are we
it.
still in the period thing?
Oh, I didn't
That and
answer it.
period sex. Yeah, you need to answer that first.
No, I thought I could escape. Okay, well, to answer the period sex part of it, I I think that would be, I've never really done it at the height of my period. I've only done it like at the end of it, so there wasn't really a lot of leakage, shall we say. But if it happened where you know, we both were like really jonesing for it and it happened to be on the second day of my period, as long as we like really prepare the bed and like prepare for it and we both like communicate what we're expecting and like what we're okay with, yeah, like, you kidding me? My hormones are like fucking ready for it at that time of my period. Like, I'll totally do it then. um but in terms of like if I just bled in someone's bed, not on purpose but by accident, I would be mortified. So it really depends on how the guy takes it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Yeah, that's that it. There's not really much to say about it. Like,
Yeah.
it's just really mortifying to just any liquid that you, but especially blood because it's so bright, that
Mm-hmm.
like you leave on someone else's sheets. Like, I would be really
Yeah.
profusely apologetic and offer to like pay for their laundry or buy them new sheets or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it would be great
I
if they
think
were
also
like,
for me too, a factor is that like I'm just generally less. Whoa. I'm just I'm just generally less horny when I'm on my period. And like I know maybe it's I don't speak for a woman. Like I've talked a lot about like the cycles of hormones before. Like I've talked a lot about this. Like you have your different phases. So I find when I'm in my phase of like bleeding, I'm just generally like my mood is just not blah, but just like I like I'm more irritable, like I'm more sensitive in some ways, but I'm also just generally less horny. So I don't even jonesing for it as you say. Not
yeah,
really in the mood generally during that week. So that's
right,
also a factor in why it's just like not something I've historically
yeah,
done.
right.
But that's just me. I'm really, it's really awesome if other women are like really horny during that phase.
Yeah, I am a little bit more during that time. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's really interesting. Um was that the last one?
I don't know.
I mean, we did do 10 minutes, but I don't know. I feel like that is the last question we asked them.
Pee sitting down.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yay, we did it.
Yay.
Um,
That was easy.
that was easy, like, because we were already prepared because we had asked them the question. Okay. Again, if anyone else has any answers to these, or you're like, those are the questions you asked, like these are the best questions, and you have those ideas,
Mm-hmm.
send them over. If you want to be a guest on our podcast, we'll have our socials below, our email. Hit us up,
Mm-hmm.
and we hope you enjoyed spending 10 minutes with us.
Yeah, and like we really want some even juicier questions for
Yeah, send us some
our
juicy
guys episode
questions.
next time.
Really juicy ones.
Like we
Don't
did our
hold
best.
back.
We did our best choosing the juiciest ones from Google, but I would prefer if they came from you guys because it'll just be more fun, and then we can ask Jack and whoever the next dude
Yeah.
is. So
Yeah.
yeah, why
Uh
not?
oh, you know what? Oh no, I'll talk to you about it offline.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, everyone. Till next time.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.